Just a man on a mission, ambition to never fail. Personality electric, he is animated male. Intelligent and wise, calm and often cool. Chris James giving opinions while also speaking the truth. Empathy and compassion. Stephen Michael is here, helping you through your traumas, helping you with your fears. These three forces combine and keep it honest. Turn up the volume, cause this is the application of knowledge.
We didn't introduce the episode yet. This is the application, the Application of Knowledge podcast. We have Chris James, we have Animated Mel, and we have Stephen Michael.
Hey.
And together we form
Wow.
the AOK podcast. You know what I mean?
That's beautiful, man.
I mean, that's beautiful. So, I don't necessarily have any particular topics.
Wow, really?
But
You know, we recently, our sister has been reaching out to me about the podcast because she has, she's like, you know, I've been watching and I really appreciate the content from you guys.
okay.
And then not only has she like been watching it herself, she then like told her friends to watch.
Hey, shout out to Siobhan. Oh, well, I can bleep that out. Shout out. Oh, is that good?
I don't see why not. Yeah, sure.
I don't think she'd be upset with that.
Oh,
You
okay.
could call her Queen Bonnie because that's like her.
All right, yeah.
handle.
So shout out to Queen Bonnie. You know what I mean? And shout out to your friends
And the homies for watching.
for watching.
Yeah, real talk, man.
Yeah, man.
She hit me up too and basically said the same thing.
We appreciate the praise and the love. So it's always good to get that kind of energy, especially when it comes from someone you know that wouldn't lie to you.
Look, at the end of the day, I mean, we used to say it all the time that we need to be recording our conversations.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we need to be a reality TV.
I mean-
Everybody knows that.
If they would have heard what we talk about when we talking that talk,
Yeah,
I mean, we could be on this platform.
our reality TV show would get canceled so quick.
Yeah, I mean, we gotta go to Rumble or something.
Yeah, we gotta go to Rumble.
If we want to have the talk.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Because we're open-minded individuals.
I mean, we're going to get into it because I got some topics. So.
Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure what you want to talk about, Kyrie.
Of course. Like, you talk about we don't got nothing to talk about.
Nah, I
And,
mean,
my brother Kyrie is under fire. We not about to let that go down. And y'all should already know we not about to let that go down.
Kyrie is Are you familiar with
I don't
happening?
know.
You don't know what's happening? See, I thought y'all knew about it because I mentioned a little bit
I do.
last week. But
I do know about it.
You know about
I'm
it?
surprised Steve doesn't know.
I
Well,
haven't heard
he's
anything
not
about
on the interwebs right now.
It doesn't matter.
I'm on. I mean, I'm
He's-
on. Yeah,
he's
I'm
on the
not.
inter-
I'm
he's
on.
on the
I'm
internet.
on YouTube.
Yeah.
YouTube, well, I mean,
If
I
it's
guess
not-
if you
it's not in
don't-
my algorithm.
If you don't write, it's not in your algorithm.
Okay, so let's shit. I'm
Okay.
gonna pass you the rock.
All right.
It's a heavy rock.
I don't know. That's how Kyrie wants you to pass.
Yeah, definitely not.
Pass back.
Kyrie is he's a point guard or he's a shooting guard?
Point guard.
I think he's a PG.
He's a point guard. He's a point guard for the Brooklyn Nets. Maybe he'd be the ex-point guard for the Brooklyn Nets after this. Okay, so Kyrie literally, all he did, Steven, was post on Twitter a link like, y'all should check out this documentary.
Okay.
It was a link to a documentary. It's called
Hebrews to Negroes.
Hebrews to Negroes. Yeah.
Oh.
Hebrews to Negroes. That's it. That's all he did. That's all he did. He's got a $500,000 fine. Mel?
Wow.
He got
Well, it's a donation.
a $500,000 fine. He's suspended indefinitely.
Wow.
They gave him 5 games. I thought they gave him 5 games.
No, 5 games, but he at least 5 games, but he's suspended indefinitely. They want a public apology. I'm not hyping this at all. Literally, all he did was post this link. And basically, what they're claiming is that his words were anti-Semitic.
Oh, okay. Here we go.
I'm like, bruh, he didn't say anything. It's just a link. So now you're not allowed to post a link to a documentary? Steve, it's absolutely insane. It's madness. And people are upset, like, for real.
I mean, okay. I mean, this is the whole thing that Kanye was talking about when he was like, you know, how I can't be anti-Semitic because
Know where you come from.
right. Well, because he said the blacks are Jews anyway.
Right.
So, I assume that Kyrie is basically saying, here, check this out, which is basically a background of why Kanye would say that.
Okay, we'll dive into that. We'll dive into it. I just wanted to lay the groundwork because that's literally what happened. Now, all of the alley-oops happening behind the back and all the behind the scenes from Kanye to Kyrie. Okay, we can read into.
Oh, I don't even know. I don't know if there's anything. I'm just saying. I'm just assuming that's what sparked that.
I think it's obvious, and I think that what people are doing is they're also reading into that. Mel, you let me know how you feel about it. And so because they're reading into it, like, oh, he's supporting Ye, essentially, then they're also just grouping them together, even though they're not including Ye in this discussion. But that's essentially what they're doing, if you ask me. Yeah. Like, they're grouping them together.
So a documentary is anti-Semitic.
The documentary is considered anti-Semitic, but him posting a link, they were saying he's promoting a film that's anti-Semitic from him tweeting just a link to it.
Is anti-Semitic the hate of Jews, or promoting violence against them, or what? Let me look.
I don't know the proper definition. This is honestly like one of the first times that I'm hearing this term so consistently, and so maybe if it was mentioned in the past, it was the definition of it never caught my attention.
I mean, you kind of get a feel for what it is when you originally hear it, but now recently, clearly the definition has changed because it's basically you can't mention if you're a black man in America, you can't mention Jews in a negative light in any
hostile or prejudice against Jewish people.
Semitic.
So the term.
But what is Semitic?
I don't know.
Like if you're Semites.
And a Semite.
Semites are African people. So they're black people.
Okay.
Whoa.
and this is why this is why Kanye is in so much trouble. It's like, bro, like you're basically trying to say that we are against ourselves. I mean, essentially, it's a people, but they're melanated people, though.
Just so I understand this clearly, Semites.
Wait, it also includes, it says, a member of any of the peoples who speak or spoke a Semitic language, including, in particular, the Jews and the Arabs. So this is Arabs. So this is not just, it's not just Jewish people. It's Arab people also.
Arabs.
And anyone, Arabs. And I'm thinking of, what's his name? Soldier Boy and Arab. Yeah. So it says any member of the peoples who speak or spoke a Semitic language would be considered Semite. So which could be black people also, the tribes.
100%. I mean, let's be like, I don't understand why this is a big. There are black there are black Jews in Africa right now. Like, it's not even a debate.
Yeah,
I don't understand.
And so the core of it is that Semites, they are of the origin.
The Semites are in Africa.
So they're in Africa, and they're Jewish. They're considered.
Wait, so how? Okay, sorry.
So you got an expanded definition?
I mean, it's just I'm looking. It's giving me a map, and all of them, they're in Africa.
It's all African people.
Yeah.
So this information is something you can, just like you just did. This is information that you can look up.
Yeah.
Easy.
And you can easily see that the origin is in Africa.
Yeah. They're Northern Africa.
And Africa is typically melanated.
It's not a typical.
It's Elon Musk, he's from Africa. So.
I mean, obviously at this point in time, there are white people in Africa where we're really talking about origins.
Right. Yeah, so this is honestly information you can look up. And so like, because all this information as far as like the history and all this stuff, I don't know it. I'm not the greatest when it comes to that.
So did the Jewish people
so I'm just
hijack
asking
this?
Questions, out of curiosity,
Sure.
not assuming anything.
Sure.
But it's so wild that people are in an uproar when what Steven just did with not even 3 minutes was just look up the definition of a Semite, and then you go to the origin of where it comes from, and it goes back to Africa. What else is there to fucking argue about? Use your fucking Googles.
And it's not even just Jewish people. It's they also mention other people as well. So how can you say that you're anti-Semitic if it's not just Jewish people? Did they hijack that?
I'm sure they did.
He created a definition for themselves.
That's
Hostile or prejudice against Jewish people. I mean, I'd have to see the documentary, but I don't see how. I mean, hostile.
I mean, based on that, when you say prejudice, I could not Kyrie, but
Right.
I could see how what Kanye has said can be considered prejudice.
Yeah, well, because he said he's about to go DEF CON on.
No, that's not prejudice.
Preconceived
What-
opinion that is not based on reason or actual experience. Kanye has experience with them.
Prejudice.
He has a lot of Jewish friends, so he has.
You just looked up the definition.
It's the definition of prejudice.
Read it again.
Preconceived opinion that is not based on reason or actual experience.
Right.
So he wouldn't be prejudiced.
But no,
Right.
no. I said I could see how people would see his comments.
Right.
as
So the
prejudice.
problem is that people don't definition. Words matter. Definitions matter. And when you start breaking down some of these words, I don't see that as,
Well, but here's why I say what I said. Right. Most people aren't actually listening to these full interviews. They're just listening to the clip. So if you hear the clip, if you don't know that he has inner workings with these Jewish people, then you wouldn't know.
Right.
You would just think he's just saying it generally.
Yeah.
I mean, the world or the people, they're not stupid. They know what Kyrie means. But there's a lot of people who are easily influenced.
Yeah, I don't. But still, how can you get up? How can you say that he is being anti-Semitic by sharing a documentary? I guess by saying
you might as well say Amazon is anti-Semitic because they're the ones who's allowing it to be viewed.
Okay, so if Amazon is the one that is putting it
no-
up, then so Amazon is anti-Semitic.
But,
Yes.
yeah, and no
For
one's
having it on their platform.
looking at Jeff Bezos.
Right.
No one's. Kyrie didn't create this.
Yeah,
he
create
wasn't the
it.
person who made this documentary.
All he did was share it.
He shared a link, and also I guess to add a little
This
bit
is
more
bullshit.
context is that he also posted that link based on something that Alex Jones had posted. So Alex Jones posted about something that was happening within the secret society of them having like rituals and stuff like that, which it's real,
Yeah.
because I'm pretty sure y'all have seen that. Okay. But it was he posted something. I think that Hebrews to Negroes was on Alex Jones's page, and he posted that from a link that was on Alex Jones's.
So
page.
the plot thickens.
Yeah, and so they're basically trying to link him with Alex Jones because he.
Oh, because Alex Jones right now he's getting cooked.
They're cooking him.
Yeah, they're cooking him. Even
Did he-
though everybody under the sun has talked about Sandy Hook.
Oh, I mean, look, honestly, not to even get into Sandy Hook, Alex Jones is still doing his thing though.
Yeah.
Is the court case over or is it?
I
still
think that he's
Almost a
he's
billion.
appealing it.
He got to pay a Billy.
Yeah, but I'm saying that he's appealing it though. They already had him. He had to pay 50 million, 50.
He
Basically,
doesn't have that much money.
no, he doesn't.
I
They
mean,
want to pay
that's,
what
like,
$1 billion,
impossible.
like 900 million or something.
965.
That's absolutely absurd.
Yeah, like how is one man supposed to pay that? He's
Right.
not. He's
not Jeff
a
Bezos.
journalist. Like
And also how much harm is he at? Like how much harm can he cause? $1 billion worth of harm with his work? Like
how do you even come up with that sum?
it's like they took the one lawsuit that I think that he lost, and they took that lawsuit and then basically applied it to each one of the people and then just multiplied it.
that's insane.
That
Was it a class action?
No.
What?
And that was the thing that's what they're kind of basing their appeal on. And I don't know a lot of information about it, but they're basing the appeal on in New Jersey or whatever. I think it was New Jersey. This is the largest civil suit or whatever that's ever been
Yes.
like above and beyond.
Yes,
like
way above.
what is reasonable.
Right.
And they're like, bro, this is ridiculous.
And so then we got to ask the question: why are they trying to cook him like
yeah.
that?
It's like not even some of the more wealthiest people in life see that.
Yeah, even
just on a norm. No one sees that amount on a norm.
liquid.
Liquid.
Like a lot of these billionaires, they have money. Don't get it twisted. They got liquid, but I mean,
got $1 billion.
like just liquid sitting in a bank. You know, you might now if you got Bezos probably got $1 billion. You know, Elon might have.
He probably has $1 billion.
Yeah, they got.
He probably has
liquid.
$1 billion liquid.
But
Elon probably don't got $1 billion
normal.
liquid. Elon don't got $1 billion
That's just
liquid.
normal.
There's no way.
Nah, he has his stuff in.
Oh yeah, not with Twitter, but you know he's got stocks. You know, SpaceX, yada yada yada. Bezos has $1 billion.
Bezos, Bill Gates.
Yeah. They got liquid.
Well, Facebook is falling off apparently. So
Well,
I don't know.
there's something happening.
Facebook falling
Yeah, there's something happening with
off.
them.
Facebook's in trouble.
Something's going on.
I don't know why. I don't know what's happening.
Yeah, but you gotta look. You see, y'all don't be on the political side, man. So when Elon took over Twitter, the Democrats have been very nervous.
Okay. Let's not shift yet. I still got more to say on this.
Okay.
We'll
Okay.
come back to that. All right.
Because I got
Look at us.
Mel.
We got election day coming up in 2 days. That's about to get ugly for them.
Mel, I don't know if you had another point, but I do have another point to add to this.
I'll continue.
Okay.
I'll add on to you.
So here's the crazy thing. So they're cooking Kyrie. He's out. Okay, that's what's up. Now I think the community is supporting him as a whole. What?
Not the famous communities.
Yeah, but that's the problem, man.
Shaq?
They're not the.
That's
Shaq?
how we're talking.
Shaq and Charles Barkley, the way they shitting on him.
That we're not talking about them, but I do have I do have something to say about that. I'm talking about the people for real.
Okay.
In the streets, I think so. I mean, that's just the vibe I'm getting in when I'm talking to people. But Donald Trump made a comment about 3 weeks ago. All right, y'all ready?
What the homie say?
What Trump say? What DT say?
Yo, I rock with Donald Trump.
I rock with Trump, man.
I rock with Trump.
Because I don't even know what he said, but I know he kept it 100.
But he always keeps it 100.
I know he keep it 100.
You don't have to agree with it, but at least he keeps it 100.
He keeps it 100. He said, the Jews in America, the American Jews need to, they are the most ungrateful. Let me see if I wrote it down because I don't want to misquote him.
Yeah, don't misquote Trump, man.
DT is the absolute truth, bro. I don't want to misquote him.
Man, listen, that's what I'm saying. You don't have to agree with him, but you have to respect his honesty.
Keeping it 100.
All right, so American Jews are ungrateful and need to get their act together.
That's what Donald Trump said?
Yeah.
Damn, what
Sounds anti-Semitic to me.
Oh, if Kyrie posting a link to a documentary is anti-Semitic.
Yeah.
This is
So you can't say nothing about Jews?
Bruh. So Donald Trump said that 3 weeks ago. Have you heard about it?
I haven't heard about it.
No one has. No anti-Semitic.
I was about to ask,
no
where did you
apology.
hear that from?
There was a YouTuber. I guess she's like a political analyst. I don't know, but she was talking about it. She was like, the White House tried to address it. I really didn't hear like what she said because the water was running at that time. But the White House tried to address it. But
He said the water was running.
I mean, I'm just keeping it 100.
Hey, man, you know what I'm saying? You got to
I was brushing my teeth.
listen to stuff in the background, you know?
But that wasn't the part that was. I didn't care because I haven't heard about it. So clearly, it's not like he should be on the oven along with Kyrie and Kanye, but no one's probably even heard that comment.
Yeah, but that's not. But how is that prejudice and hostile?
It's not. It's not. But also, by the same token, people are getting labeled that way for way less. So the point is, if you're a melanated person in America, you'd say anything negative about the Jews, not even negative, just not what they want to hear, you're anti-Semitic. And you get cooked, you get roasted. But if you're a white man in America, you could say it. No apology. This is what I'm talking about. So this is something, I mean, obviously you don't see other cultures of people on this. It seems to be like a melanated, a black man thing.
I just watched a documentary. I've had a little extra time, and I watched the World War II documentary. And like at the end, it's called Band of Brothers. It's like a mini series.
So you're promoting it on our channel.
yeah, I mean, it's a great documentary. Okay. I mean, this is a World War II documentary.
You know, Steve loves World War II.
This is not about the Jewish people. I mean, it is in the end,
right?
But,
I'm about to say,
but they don't really focus on that. They focus on just a specific division during, anyway. But like near the end, the company stumbles upon a concentration camp, and you see some of those visuals, and you can see why like these things were kind of put into place based upon what we've learned in our history, like why this would be considered like we got to protect them because of X, Y, and Z,
right?
Based upon our history, what we've been told it was, but that type of stuff is hostile and prejudice, right? It's like the German people didn't like Jewish people just based upon what they were told about them, not based upon experience with them, right? That's prejudice. Somebody saying,
is that what history says?
Yes.
That they didn't have experience, because Jewish people were
they were in droves. They were very well connected. But I also watched another documentary called Conspiracy.
They had a lot of power, didn't they?
They did. Mm-hmm. This is also why the German people wanted to remove them.
This is what I was getting at. Okay.
So there's a documentary called Conspiracy, there was a secret meeting between basically the biggest heads of state in Germany, and they were lawmakers. Almost half of them were lawyers, the SS Gestapo, and what they were basically doing is this was before they started the extermination of the Jewish people, and the meeting was, how do we do this? How can we do this? How can we do this and have the German people on our side? How can we do this in the fastest way possible? And it was very for me. I mean, I know a lot of people wouldn't like this. Why would I want to watch this? But for me, because it was all talk, right? It was basically, there was one record that was found of this because they destroyed all the records of it. And when they invaded, they found this in a hidden place in the Eagle's Nest, which is where Hitler was held up at. And they found this one record, which was the stenographer, and then they redid it, and then basically played it out of how this conversation went, of how they actually planned all of this. And Hitler wasn't involved. He's the one that gave the order, but he wasn't involved because he basically wanted to have plausible deniability. And it was very interesting how they showed their hate for them, like saying, they're dumb, they're this or that, yada yada. And the one guy was just like, actually, they're not.
Right.
They're actually quite clever.
Yeah.
They're intelligent. They called them because they were talking about having them as workers and basically putting them in camps and having them working. And they were like, that's not going to work because they don't work. They're not laborers. They're lawyers. They're entertainers. They're actors. They're mathematicians. They're smart. And their goal was basically to exterminate them throughout the world. And they thought that everybody was going to be okay with that. So that is
the world.
why,
You said the world.
The world.
Okay.
Not just Europe, but their concentration was in Europe. And so that is why being anti-Semitic is so powerful, because it's like, well, as of recent, from let's say main knowledge, they're the most recent class of people or race, I don't know, whatever you call them, that have been tried to be exterminated.
No, that's not true.
Well, I said from my knowledge, and that level,
you're talking about genocide.
I'm talking about literally let's clear them off the planet.
True, true. Obviously, it's not true. As far as the most recent, we would be those people. They've been trying to exterminate us for who knows how long.
Yeah, I know.
Specifically, melanated people in America.
Yeah, can't get rid of us.
We are a huge problem. We are a huge problem. And the one thing that they're afraid of the most is for us to actually come together. That's the reason why they go to such lengths to keep us divided. We're the most powerful people in the world if we come together.
That's what I was thinking. How amazing would it be if instead of when Kyrie gets suspended, if everybody in the NBA decided to either stop playing basketball or made a stance for Kyrie because he didn't do anything that was
He didn't do anything
he
wrong.
didn't do anything but post a link.
I mean, even if I like truly am, because I rock with Kyrie, but even if I like really try to look at it from the other side, and just truly be objective, unless this documentary is truly hostile.
Well, I heard it was.
And
Like there's a lot of hoteps. Well, listen to Hotep Jesus and they had someone.
Who you apologizing to?
Well, I'm sure the people who are listening, hearing this, hit the damn thing is loud.
Okay, I was just trying to figure out.
But they, I lost my chain of thought.
Hotep Jesus. He said it was if you
was
follow
a
him,
hostile
it was hostile. The documentary.
Yeah, okay, yeah. He was doing a dive on the documentary that Kyrie was posted, and then someone who actually makes documentaries, they dove into the documentary and they were just saying like some of the stuff was factually just incorrect in the documentary, so like a lot of things that were in there are offensive because it's just
Offensive as it like
as in it's something that
someone
people
may
would-
not like, or
that
it's
it's considered an anti-Semitic film
okay.
because just based on what he was saying, like the information wasn't correct. It wasn't correct.
I watched
information.
maybe like 10, 20 minutes of it. First of all, it's in my. I'm not hate. It's just I think it's poorly produced. I had a really hard time watching it, which is why I didn't finish it. I might finish it, and within the first 20 minutes, I guess I definitely saw some inaccuracies. So
Yeah,
Okay.
so that's why a lot of people are just Jewish people in general. They said they reached out to him just like, hey, what you do, you shouldn't get fined for this, but whatever you posted was.
I mean, but
it
how
wasn't
many times
legit.
have we shared something that was inaccurate? You see a meme, you see whatever.
I mean, you
It's-
even think about this flu, whatever that was just getting spread around to the world. All the inaccuracies that came with the cure or whatever it is, the schmack scene.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, whatever that is.
That
there
push.
There was so many different, like, oh, you should do this, you need to do this. How many different, bro? I was just talking about this. Yesterday with a friend, and I was just like, we were talking about this pandemic, and how wild is it that we would create those 6 feet separations in like the malls and airports and stuff like that. And if you got off your little mark, sir, can you get back on your mark? How wild is that? Like the flu or the smacks and whatever.
the push pop.
The push pop was going to travel 5 foot, 11 inches and stop right there and be like, ooh, I almost
had you.
You lucky you 6 feet away. I almost had you.
Bro, they should do an animated series of the push pop.
Oh my god.
Trying to jump from people.
There's gonna be the documentaries 15, 20 years from now that come out about this are gonna be crazy.
And even think, because like we're going through history now,
Yeah.
think about all the information that's going to be taken out of the history that we lived through.
Yeah. Like
We'll get to watch it happen in real time.
Right. So our children that grow up, like when we're old, we're gonna be sitting with them, and I'm like, man, let me tell y'all, man, about what happened in 2020.
Oh, pop
Like,
pop, they're gonna think
oh,
that
Papa.
crazy.
2020. Oh, Papa, we learned about that
we
in
learned
the
about
history.
wear
Well, let me tell you how it really happened. Like, people literally were like, no one left their houses. I mean, everyone started. This is where DoorDash and Instacart and all this stuff they really picked up. I mean, we were wearing masks everywhere. Like,
Really?
on
You're
a
getting kicked out of places for wearing masks?
you gotta say 6 feet away from everybody, but when you get on a plane, it's okay as long as you wear your mask.
And it's okay to drink, so you can pull your mask down if you're eating.
It's okay to put the mask on, but hey, when you get up and walk, you got to put the mask on. But when you come to the bar, or to take your mask down.
Yeah, like, bruh.
When you pass through TSA, the mask gotta be on while you're in line, but once you get right there in front of the agent, you gotta pull it down.
Yeah. Like, bruh,
Oh
I mean,
my God! Like Do you realize the manipulation, the control that you have to have? You're so powerful. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to instruct a mass all over the world. And if you don't follow this, you'll get fined or might even go to jail.
Yeah, that boy Fauci, man, they need to get him.
Bro, oh man.
He's under fire, man. Yeah,
Bro, puppets, use your fucking mind.
There has been so much true information now that has come out.
Okay.
Well, when I say true, I mean now that
People see what it is. Then.
right, yeah,
Right,
people see what we've saw from the beginning.
Obviously.
Now people are starting to see. That's why I was talking about election days coming up, and it's looking as though the Republicans are going to now take the House and the Senate.
I hope they take over the motherfucker.
I hope they take over everything.
Take over the country.
it'll be
Make
fun to
every
see.
state red.
It'll be fun to see.
It'll be good. It'll be a good game to watch.
Good entertainment.
But they want Fauci. They want all these people.
He really should be put in jail. They should send Fauci to
Guantanamo Bay.
Yeah.
Why do you say that?
What you mean? Bro, like his crimes against humanity are off the charts.
Yeah.
His record is a mile long. This stuff, I'm sorry. The smack. Bleep me out, Mel. The smack stuff is just recent. That's just recent.
Yeah.
Like, look at his history. This dude is wild. I mean, him, Bill Gates, like, they're all wild. They should all be, but obviously it's not for them. Those places aren't for them. But I'm just saying, I don't rock with them.
We're gonna see what happens.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with. I don't really keep up with the races and all that stuff, but
The
Vote-
Republicans are winning.
vote Republican.
I mean,
vote
everybody's coming out. I
conservative.
mean, the Obama's out.
These liberals is
Obama's out. Campaigning. Bill Clinton came out campaigning.
Wow, they had to pull out the Clinton?
Bill Clinton
Oh
is
my-
out
OG?
campaigning. OG. Right? I mean,
They're in trouble.
They're in trouble.
They're in trouble.
Hillary Clinton is out campaigning. Everybody. They're not running
Right.
for anything.
They're just
saying Republicans are bad.
Yeah.
That's all they're saying.
Yeah.
And it's just like, bro, if you can't see what's happening, like if y'all can't see, if they pulling out 3 or 2 previous presidents with Biden.
Not just any president.
Not just any presidents.
These are the OGs.
OGs.
The Clinton, the coolest president. You know
The
what
people,
I'm
the most loved presidents.
Right.
Right. Which are all Democrat. Because they're cool, but they do the worst. Neither here nor there. But yeah, man, it's looking bad for them. So
Steve's in his element right now. He loves the political.
It's spicy.
it's spicy.
It's spicy.
Man.
Like
We still got Biden.
I
though.
like learning about it. I love
sorry,
learning
what?
about
We
it.
still have Biden.
What does that mean?
He's still
alive?
He's still president for the next 2 years.
Have
if
y'all
he makes
seen that
it.
that dude that's running? I think he was going against Oz.
Yeah.
Fetterman is
Yeah,
his name.
Fetterman.
They have a guy who literally just had a stroke.
In May.
Just had a stroke. And they have him propped up,
That's a good word to describe it.
literally propped up, just reading off of like a teleprompter.
Literally.
In a debate.
I'm sorry. What?
They gave him the questions, so they have the questions early, which is it's pretty standard.
Okay.
Right. So you know what we're going to ask you, so you can prepare. So they gave them the questions early, and his team answered them, right? And all he had to do was read the answers. So it's not actual like you know.
It's not like an on the cuff conversation where
Yeah.
it's like it's a genuine flow of
No.
It's pre whatever.
No.
And he still was just.
But the thing is, he just had a stroke. He can't formulate sentences.
He's
clear,
out. He's injured, bro. He's out.
Yeah.
and they still have him in the race.
No, he's
Like-
out. He's injured.
Like how? Like the thing is, like, look how insane that is. Someone
Right.
who can't even have a functioning thought, had a stroke. They just came back. You know what? His health should come first.
Right.
Whatever he's running for, put that to the side. Let him recover. It's unhealthy for him. But also, just think about if you were his spouse.
The stress that comes on a person doing running. I mean, I couldn't even imagine it. Like, I would have no desire to do this. I mean,
Bubble guts all day.
But the stress,
Bro,
like
it's so stressful.
this is not good for someone who just had a stroke.
And it's not good for the people that he's supposed to serve because
Right.
he's injured.
Right.
And
Exactly.
there's a mental impairment there.
Like let's say he was a really good candidate. Okay, whatever he was, fine. But what he is now is not the proper person that we need to be a leader. That's just what it is.
He's out for the season.
Yeah.
You know, you can't put someone on the starting lineup if they have a torn ACL.
They got it.
Come on, man.
He was already there, so he has to rerun.
He's got to rerun.
So it's just like now, but you have Dr. Oz. You know Dr. Oz.
Yeah, I know
Okay.
Oz.
Who is very articulate. Everyone knows Dr. Oz.
Okay.
Which I didn't even know he was a politician, but I mean, obviously, he's whatever. He's been on TV.
He's an entertainer.
Right. But he knows his stuff.
Okay.
And I listen to him and I'm like, I mean, I agree with a lot of what he says. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, how do you as a, even if you say, well, I'm Democrat, because I'm technically a registered Democrat, but I'm not a Democrat because I just refuse to change my registration. Well, you change yours.
Nah, I mean, I don't participate in a voting thing at all like that.
Right?
I mean,
I understand this is a game.
Yeah.
You know, but if I'm going to participate in this game of this how this world is being run, I'm on a red team. I mean, I'm on a red. I honestly do not understand how any. You know what? This will be offensive, so I'm not going to say it like that. But I don't understand how people are voting for liberal mindsets.
They say what we want to hear. But
To be controlled?
it sounds good.
To be puppets in science experiments? Like, how can people not see what's happening? How can people not see all these agendas that's being pushed? Abortions and teaching kids all sexual things.
Our food is poison.
Like, food is just chemicals. It's bad for you. Like, they're not teaching you to do for yourself. They're teaching you to stay in this system that's keeping you down. Yeah, like, how is this not visible? I don't understand it.
When you're sick, you can't see.
Mel, I think the reason you have a hard time conceptualizing it is because you don't understand people eat McDonald's every day. Like, it's not about you actually like looking at something and paying attention and being able to have a critical eye and opinion and ear about it. They're toxic thinking, bro. They got mucus on the brain.
Literally. Sorry.
Yeah, so like they can't comprehend. They don't see what you see. They eat McDonald's every day.
There was literally a poll that I just saw, and it said, which fast food is your favorite fast food? And there was McDonald's, Burger King, Taco Bell, Chick-fil-A, and then I think Subway or something else. It was something else. And McDonald's won at 51%.
Wow.
51%.
Wow.
Was out of all those options, all the people that voted, and this isn't mine. I mean, this is some big YouTuber or whatever. And I literally was just like, y'all still eat McDonald's? And I know that people eat it, but after all of the stuff, the documentaries,
all the research.
I mean, you when you look into McDonald's and
McDonald's pivoted hard.
When they added salads, they didn't have salads on their menus at first.
They don't have them anymore.
They don't?
No, I don't think so.
They had salads when I worked there.
No, they had them then. I think they took them away. I don't know. There's sugar in them or something.
You can't trust
I haven't been to McDonald's in years.
I think
we did used to. The fish fillets.
Yeah, man.
Them large fries.
I mean, back in the day.
Yeah.
Back in the day.
I get my McChicken grilled. I get a tomato, mayo, and cheese on that monster.
Man, I think I had. I'm not gonna lie. I think I had their fries like 3 years ago. When I first got to Texas.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I think that I had. I was hungry, and I'm just like, I'm starving, and there's nothing around. And I went to McDonald's. I got fries.
Mm-hmm. I wish they had healthier options. Like, they need to have 24-hour healthy options instead of 24-hour freaking McDonald's.
I'm still fries.
I mean, I'll probably sneak in some fries. I won't tell nobody.
I mean, I'm not. I haven't had
McDonald's.
I haven't had McDonald's fries in forever, but
they don't age well. Like, you got to eat them fresh.
Yeah, but not just that. They don't age well in life. They just
they don't even.
Well, this is my point. Like,
they literally just stay there.
Yeah.
They just chilling. Like, we gonna be here for a while.
What food do you eat? Like, what you think that this food is good, nutritious, but it doesn't even rot. Like, it doesn't mold. It just
It's just there.
It's just
gets
harder.
harder.
And that gets in your body. And your body has to find a way to break it down.
Like,
and how is the chemical reaction going to happen when your stomach acids are breaking this down? Like, what reaction is happening there?
it's crazy, man.
The stomach, the body has to work very hard.
Very hard.
It's not easy.
Oh, but it tastes good.
Well,
Yeah, so, I mean, I don't understand.
And Chick-fil-A ain't no better.
I guess
just so y'all
having
know.
that thought process of why people don't see how they're just being manipulated. I mean, it would make sense if they're eating things that are detrimental to their health. Like everything that I see on the blue side that's being promoted. I mean, that's why I can comfortably now say that I don't rock with anything that like the Democrats or liberals, because it's like while I'm not for a particular side, it's just that I'm seeing what side is making the most sense, man.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is, I was listening to a Fox News with Tucker Carlson, and
he's a wild boy.
yeah,
he
the way he
Hey,
be
he
talking,
keep it at 100 though.
he be keeping
and
it
he's
100.
sarcastic.
Yeah, he be so, he's like, and then they decided to do this. Like his inflictions are very potent, man. They stand out.
He like Young Turks. He got the same.
I ended up, I was watching it, and then he posted, because they were like attacking and pushing an agenda. And what they were doing is spreading fear and lies about particular topics. So like that Fetterman guy, they posted a clip, and he was just giving an example of what happens when the liberal media is at work. Bro, it was like a montage, collage, back to back, of people spreading news of saying how brave it was for him to go up there, and they were calling making the narrative that Dr. Oz was kind of being a bully towards this guy, and that rhetoric was spread on multiple outlets, and even like some of the I guess the black media that you would think is for you.
You talking about Fox?
Well, not on Fox, but like just black media or black people, they say the exact same thing that's being repeated. Oh, he was brave and all this stuff. They even did the same thing when it came to spreading other news, just like or spreading. They had a phrase that they said that was I don't know the exact phrase, but it was a negative phrase that created like an emotion that would create fear. And so that was spread. I'm just like, it is insane when you see it on all these outlets, and that's all you hear over and over. And if you're in the liberal side, you hear this, you're going to believe this is the truth.
Yeah, because it's all you hear.
And they don't challenge that. They're allowing all these pundits and all these media outlets to control their thinking without them doing the logical thinking themselves. And I'm just like, why is it that this is consistent throughout the liberal side? And why are they voting for these people, man? Like, I don't get it.
Didn't Kanye tell y'all that the Jewish media, he says the Jewish media, right?
Yeah.
It's owned by one people, right? So it's pretty easy to project a particular narrative when they're owned by the same.
You give an order and everybody just follows.
Yeah.
It just all goes downhill.
It's a machine.
But within that same vein, let's say if Kyrie is getting handled the way that he was being handled, and you see everything that's happening, would it be, I guess, to play devil's advocate in a sense, why are people complaining, or athletes and all this stuff, when it's known that Jewish people own all these major corporations, and they're the ones who are basically controlling all the mass media?
Do they know?
But I'm not sure if they know, but most people know because it's obvious.
No, most people don't know.
But
I was gonna say they don't know.
You're saying the information is easily available.
Yeah, but it's just like, if it's known that, okay, regardless if people know about it, if people who are in the industry complaining that they know about it, why are they now, like, it's more like if you owned a company and you started it and you're the one that's the breadwinner, if someone comes out with a documentary that's defacing you and talking bad about you, why would you expect them to do anything that's differently? Because you're the ones who running this. Because they're Jewish people, right? And if you're putting out something that's going against Jewish people, you expect them not to do anything?
I see what you're saying. Yeah. It's just like, well, obviously, if you speak out against them, they're going to retaliate. I'm not going to let you just. I'm not gonna let you fool my plans. You know,
right.
It's just like who's ever in control. They're always going to do things that's in their best.
I got you.
So by the reaction from the media and everything, you're seeing who's in control.
Yes,
it's basically just proving Kanye's point.
It's very obvious.
Yeah.
It's very obvious. And regardless of the people who just don't want to see it for what it is, why are we still not creating our own? Because if we started something, if NBA, NFL, all these leagues, whatever it is, instead of integrating like they've done in the past, like because we had Negro leagues or whatever,
right.
And so instead of integrating with that, and now
thing they could ever do.
Once you integrate, you become a part of that system, and now these people are controlling you. But if you have your own, now you're in control. And just imagine if everyone united, put their money together. And now you have your own sponsors that are all owned by the same people that are your people. And now you have say, if all the athletes and all these people who make billions and millions of dollars who say that they're for the black community, if they all united, created their own shit instead of relying on other sources, like it's just like America typically outsources to China. If we made our own shit here, then maybe we could have more production and more people have jobs here. But instead, we outsource.
Oh, who wanted to do that?
Hey.
My man DT.
Yeah,
He wanted to bring the jobs back to America.
DT.
You know what I mean? So it's just like
Dame Dash is doing it though. So it's not like no one's doing it, but people aren't supporting him. They don't want to give him Dame Dash isn't going to complain. But what you're saying is like there's already a platform that exists that people could actually just get on the bandwagon. Like he's starting his NFL league, his arena football league.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Like Dame Dash is literally doing it all. He's doing everything because he's a real one. And people don't like Dame Dash, of course.
Nah, Dame Dash is a one.
He's a real one. But it's like, why is nobody supporting him? Why doesn't anybody like?
I think it's his mannerisms.
We talking business, Mel. Like,
yeah, we are. But some people are more emotional than being like, okay, look at the bottom line. Look at his history. Look at what he's actually putting forth and the things that he brings out. Some people cannot separate a personality that someone is known for to have because
these people don't know him though.
And that's the problem. They don't know him. They just know him for what he's always been known for.
Sounds like prejudice.
100%. And also, it's the narrative that the pushing about him, right? Like,
yeah.
What
sounds anti-Semitic to me.
What did Vlad do? He blackballed him.
Who?
Vlad.
Dame Dash?
Yeah.
How can Vlad blackball him?
Vlad's got power.
Well, first of all, I think he was either on Vlad or he was supposed to be on Vlad. He might have been on Vlad like back in the day, and he was supposed to come back. Oh, he came on Vlad, and he didn't. I guess he wasn't able to manipulate Dame. I don't know what happened, but behind the scenes. But basically, they didn't have a good inner working, and he basically sent word down like, "Yo, don't interview him, don't mess with him," and he can't come back on the platform.
For his platform.
I mean, Vlad's way bigger than just Vlad TV.
I mean, I don't think he. I don't know for sure, but I don't think he can influence other channels.
You know he's Jewish, right?
Yeah.
So, what are you saying? We just talked about the Jewish. By the way, we're not anti-Semitic at all. Like, I have no problem.
I ain't got no
with
problem with Jewish people.
Well,
I've never
I'll
had
just
any.
take sections out because we are under the premise of a company that is owned. But no, I'm just playing. We good.
Is Elon Jewish?
Nah, he African American, man.
Yes. Okay, Elon.
That's my brother, man.
But Mark is Zuckerberg Jewish? He seemed like he might be.
I don't know what he is.
I don't know.
I think he probably is.
That's just a white boy.
I know, but he's probably Jewish though. I don't know.
Zuckerberg?
Steve,
I have no idea.
Is that a Jewish last name, Zuckerberg?
I have no idea.
It sounds.
I have no idea.
I don't know. I don't want to be prejudiced.
All I know is the people that sit at the head of these tech companies, they're family. Like they're all together.
Yeah.
There's not an organic playing field where the best man wins.
Yeah.
There's a certain type of people that win.
You can't necessarily hate their gangster though.
I don't.
Because just imagine
I respect it.
we had our own. I own Disney. You own Spotify. You own Netflix.
And we're going to keep it on lock.
Yeah, and we're going to make sure that we stay in control of that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you can't necessarily hate what they're doing. What they're doing is brilliant. It's brilliant. It may not be anything that we desire, and we see the manipulation in it. But the mindset to make a plan to take over something, that's brilliant.
It is. It's.
Mark Zuckerberg is Jewish.
Oh.
He used to be atheist.
Oh, he converted.
He's Jewish now.
He's Jewish now.
It is?
2021, it says Mark Zuckerberg opens up about his
Is that on
Jewish-
Wikipedia? Because that's open source.
No, it's not Wikipedia.
It's
an
probably
article.
true.
Okay.
I mean, even before when he was quote unquote atheist. Because the thing about it is, if I convert to Judaism, right? Is that Stephen? Judaism?
Yeah.
If I convert, they're not going to accept me.
Why?
Have you seen the color of my skin lately?
I mean,
Like
I think you can be Jewish and following the religion and going to their practices.
Right,
and
but
and
as
their
far
synagogues
as
and
far
stuff.
as being inside
like,
and being
and
able,
like you're a Jew.
like for me to be in Mark Zuckerberg's place, for me to be in one of these owners' place, as far as me being a Jewish man and being in the position they're in, they're not accepting me.
I accept you.
I appreciate that, man.
You know what I mean? I don't care what color you
That's
are.
all I need.
I don't care if you was green. I don't know if you was green. I don't know, man. I gotta be like, yeah, you need to go on a fast.
Marvin
or
the
something.
Martian. Wow.
Not
Honestly-
Piccolo, because Marvin Martian black.
Oh.
His
Yeah,
armor
he's-
just
Wait.
he's-
Oh, he is
he's-
black.
yeah, he's
Oh,
a-
I'm thinking Martian Manhunter.
Oh no, you went
DC.
too far. You went too far.
What do you
So-
mean? He's DC character. He's
What?
Don't wave me off.
Marvin, he's a Looney Tune.
No, not I said Marvin the Martian, but I meant Martian the Manhunter. He's green.
I've never heard of him.
Oh, okay.
What?
I don't.
That's what
I don't
it's
follow
DC,
DC
bro.
like
Like,
that.
He can shapeshift?
Yeah, that's
No.
yeah.
What do you mean?
I follow Marvel.
Have you heard of Black Adam?
Yes.
And when?
I
did
wanna
you
see
find-
that movie.
When did
Not
you find
until-
out about
not
it?
until
Okay.
recently.
All right. DC. It's 6 out of 10. So
Did you like it?
6 out of 10.
I don't know about your taste though,
Okay.
because sometimes you be.
I mean, you.
I mean, I know about your taste, but I don't know about your
You've
taste.
seen him before.
He looks
like
like
Vision.
he looks like something
Yeah,
that's.
Green Vision.
He looked like a green
I've seen
thing
him
with a
before.
cape on.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
He's trifling.
He smacked.
He's smacked.
Um.
But he can transform to his name is John.
His real name John.
You can't trust my taste when it comes to
Well,
superhero
I can say
movies,
6
'cause
out of 10 because The Rock is playing it. I think that was a very bad
That was
pick.
a terrible choice.
But he's the one who came up with the Black Adam like thing. It was his idea.
So
He's been working on it for 12 years.
So he doesn't need to play the character. He could be behind the scenes. He is his act. I'm not saying he's not a good actor. I would not pick him to play that character. I don't have to see the movie.
Who would you pick?
I don't know.
Mr. T.
I don't know.
wow.
No, he doesn't even. Black Adam's not even black.
He's,
Right.
he's like
No,
the Rock's
he's from the
complexion.
Middle East. Black Adam.
He doesn't need. The Rock
Well,
did not need to play him.
The Rock is not fully black.
He's like Hawaiian.
He's a bad actor.
Yeah.
He can act in certain roles.
Right.
And then that's it. He's not a good actor, but he's not. I wouldn't say he's bad.
not-
he can't. There's certain roles.
That's
he can
like
act in.
John Cena. Like you say, John. I mean, he's an actor. Like I'm not saying John Cena is a bad actor. He probably is a better actor than me. But like I would not go if you say, yeah, John Cena started this movie. I'm gonna be like, I mean, I'm not really interested. I mean, I guess I'll watch it. I do want to see Black Adam, but I already know my expectations are low because
6 out
The
of
Rock
10.
is the Rock is.
I don't have any expectations. I think the character's cool. Like I think
He's pretty much a god.
I mean I like that he has lightning or something.
Well, he's like
I
he's
like lightning.
Shazam.
Yeah, he's a demigod.
I've never seen Shazam.
What?
I don't follow DC. I'm not a DC fan. I'm a Marvel guy.
Yeah, me. But
Yeah,
Why are you so surprised about this?
I'm anime. And when do you see me talking? Anytime I don't talk about DC, Batman and Dark Knight and all that stuff. That's not my flow. My flow is anime and Marvel. Only Batman thing I liked when I was younger was the one that came on like the TV.
you say it like you hate them.
I'm not a fan of it. I don't like DC like that.
Steven, DC Universe is, come on, man.
It's like
Let's
too
not do
normal,
this.
and they have one character that's I don't know. It just seems bland to me.
Everybody knows this, Steven.
Are
Are you in the comic book world?
no.
Okay.
I like Marvel too.
I know John is. He probably likes
But
Nah, I mean DC's. I mean
Okay.
that's what I mean.
Alright.
Even
I
shows in
respect
the movies, like
They're terrible.
Marvel
They don't
movies
do
do
well.
better.
they're destroying them. Absolutely. But I mean, there's certain characters like I think I watched Shazam. Well, I didn't really have a choice when I watched it, but I saw Shazam, which I enjoyed the movie, and I learned the story of who they are.
Shazam is how he gets his powers.
Correct. So he's a boy, and he stumbles upon this cave, and Shazam is an old wizard, basically, who has to pass along his powers, and he calls to the boy. He gets chosen. But somehow, I don't know Black Adam's story, which is why I want to see the movie, because he is a part of Shazam, and I'm trying to figure. I need to put it together, which is the only reason I want to see the movie. Which I could look it up, but
I mean, I like The Rock too. So I mean,
I like The Rock too. But you like him acting?
To say that The Rock is not a good actor is, I mean, he was the most electrifying man in sports industry.
That's
yeah, he was.
I mean,
that's his line.
no, I mean seriously, like, no, he's an amazing.
Did you see
actor.
Jumanji?
No, I would not.
I seen the first one.
The Rock.
No.
It's
The Rock and Kevin Hart.
Nah.
No.
I like that.
The first one or the second one?
There's 2 Jumanjis with The Rock and Kevin Hart.
Wow.
I like The Rock.
I don't know. I didn't watch them. I assumed.
I think there was only one.
Okay, all right.
Nah, there was 2
With The Rock and Kevin Hart?
Yeah.
Because there was one Robin Williams.
You know how you looked up the
No,
information
no,
earlier about
that's old.
Semites?
Yeah.
You know how you looked up the information earlier about Semites?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Semites. What I say? Semites.
Semites.
Not Arabs. Arabs.
Arabs. Pronunciation's hard.
Pronunciation. So one thing I want to touch on, because we've gotten off of our serious topic, but when we was talking about in the political field, Florida has blocked puberty blockers.
They have blocked it. Shout out to Florida.
Shout out to DeSantis.
Florida's red, ain't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm saying, man. Turn this whole country red, man.
That right there, man. It shouldn't even be a thing, but it is.
Mm-hmm.
But you know,
That is that's insane that is a thing, and that's being pushed by the liberal side. All that stuff is. I'm just like, how is this a normal thing? And people just like, hey, let's do it.
Oh, The Rock. Okay. Okay. So there are 2.
you didn't like it that much.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't see it.
didn't.
I didn't see the second one, but I didn't see either of them.
Did you like it? Oh, you didn't.
I've just seen the one with Robin Williams.
I mean,
that was legit.
It wasn't like, oh my God, this movie was so great, but it was just like, okay,
It's just like they can't even be original. Like I hate when they always remake shit. Like it was within my lifespan, so it's like
crazy.
It's weird to just see. Like I literally have the movie on VHS, and it's weird to see it just redone.
Right.
You know, just like they do all these other movies. They're about to make a new House Party.
That's
I
ridiculous.
know, in LeBron's house.
Or,
Like,
yeah.
Is that what that is?
Yeah.
That's trash, bro.
Yeah.
It's just like, why can't they have original ideas, original movies? Like
Because
that's why the industry's
Nothing
fucking
new,
dying.
Nothing new is being created.
they're not creative people.
Yeah.
They're not creative people. By the way, y'all can fact check this. So I'm speaking to the 3 people that watch this show.
It's more than 3 people to watch.
We got thousands.
Okay, we got thousands.
You tripping.
I'm just joking. To the 3 people that watch this show.
Said it again.
I'll bleep it.
I heard to the thousands of people that watch this show.
There you go.
No. To the millions and millions.
I heard, okay, this is me telling y'all this. I heard this, okay, that the Marvel characters in the Marvel universe was stolen from the original creators, which were melanated people, and 2 Jewish. I'm just saying, we're on the topic. 2 Jewish men stole the Marvel universe. I don't know if Stan Lee was Jewish or not, Steve, but
Mr. Google.
what I heard was the original concept was stolen.
I mean, you can't necessarily rule anything out
I don't rule anything out.
because what's his name? Carver, the dude who made Peanuts.
George Washington Carver.
Yeah, that they only make it known that his history was known for creating Peanuts, but you know, back in those days they took patents, so people would create stuff, and then I guess owners or slave owners and stuff like that, they would take credit for it. So if you think about all those great minds back then, basically anything that's been created or that we enjoy, trust that someone of a melanated descent was behind it in any form or fashion. If you dig into it, Like all that technology and concepts, it all derives from people that have melanated descent.
Steve, what does the survey say?
Stan Lee was Jewish.
We're on a roll tonight, baby.
Man,
We're on a roll tonight.
This episode, man, y'all wild.
Hey, light them up.
I'm gonna bleep a lot of stuff out this
Light them
episode,
up.
man.
Light them up.
Wow. I mean, listen, man.
Hey, if they fall where they fall,
They fall where
If
they
the
fall.
shoe fits, I respect it. I do. I think the way, and this is what Kanye was saying.
Oh, go ahead. Okay.
ahead.
Oh, he was saying that.
he was jealous.
You just stole my damn
I know,
thunder.
'cause you be just stealing my thunder too.
Okay,
Give me my kaboom.
All right, you're right. Give my caboose. Yeah, but he said, I'm jealous. I'm jealous of the Jewish people. I'm jealous how they stick together. I'm jealous how they do business. I'm jealous how they raise each other. I'm jealous I'm jealous of them.
Yeah.
Like, and I said, my nigga, that's some real shit.
That's real. And like you can't
Like-
and when you can highlight that, but when you look at all these other outlets who quote Kanye, they never ever mention him saying that.
Of course not.
Ever.
Yeah, I watched another documentary where there was a group of people. There was the guy who was a police officer in New York, and he liked to go in caves. He liked to cave travel, and he went to Ukraine, Western Ukraine, and during World War II, he heard a story of how there was a group of Jewish people that lived in caves to stay away from captivity. And so he spent years trying to find somebody who knew this story and like tracked him down. It took him like 9 years. Someone finally reached out to him and was like, I heard you've been looking for the cave Jews or whatever they call them. He said, I'm one of them. And then so he got in touch with them, and then they told this story of how they spent, it was like 545 days or something like that, underground in caves during the siege of Western Ukraine during World War II, when everyone was coming in. They were coming in, trying to take all the Jews out. And the story was just amazing, how they banded as family. And it's so interesting because we talk about men and women in our roles. And they would tell about how the men were the ones that would leave the cave and they would go steal food from the farms. And then they would go, they would chop wood in the middle of the night, like so that they could bring wood back down into the cave. And the men were the ones that when they moved caves twice. But when the Germans came into the cave the first time, the men basically tried to fight the Germans and let the women escape, right? And, not all of them, but, and they died, like, to save the women, right? So we talk about, so you have, like, Andrew Tate talking about men and roles and protecting women and their roles. And then the women were the ones that were doing the cooking. They were sewing. They were washing the men when they came back. They tended to their wounds for a year and a half. Like, this is where this stuff comes from. And Kanye saying, I'm jealous of how they protect each other and how they have these roles and they understand what they're supposed to be doing in society. And it's just like, why did we get so far away from this? Like, so it's amazing. So when you look, this is why I like documentaries and about that era and learning about that stuff, because you see where we've gone off path and why our world is this way and why you have the Eastern or the rest of the world, which is doing things a very traditional way. And where we are, we don't even know what a woman is. We know what a woman is.
I'm about to say, I know exactly what a woman
Trust me, I know what a woman is.
I do too.
I mean, I'm single, but I don't know what a woman is. It's been a minute since I played.
It ain't been that long.
It definitely hasn't been that long.
Well,
Yeah, I think there's a lot that we can
24 hours.
we can
Wow.
Just playing.
I think there's a lot that we can respect them for, and obviously I want to make this clarification. I'm sure they're gonna chop it up and then they're gonna take this part out, but we're not talking about all Jewish people. I think there's a certain percentage of Jewish people who are really in control of these companies and everything like that. I think there's a lot of Jewish people who are just normal people.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
We got no problem with Jewish people, man.
It's the same as like how
I don't
women.
even think that needs to be. I guess it. Needs,
I guess it does. I don't even
need
know.
to be
Well,
said,
the reason why I want to make that clarification is because I wouldn't want anybody to generalize me and just put me in a category with somebody that I don't associate with. Yeah, so, for example, top 1%ers, right? When women talk about men, they typically talk about the top percent of men that they interact with, and then women just generalize and say all men are this, all men are that, all, it's the same thing. Whereas like, no, it's like 1% of men really get y'all, like really get to interact with y'all like that, and then the 99% of men are struggling. So that's why I'm saying that. That's why I'm saying that. But yeah, man. I had another topic too.
All right, let's get to it.
Steve's running out of steam.
Hey,
God damn,
I'll be
hour
all
and a
right.
half.
Listen, it's conspiracy.
Yeah, let's do it, baby.
Yo,
I'm all with it. Nigga, just talk.
Mel, have you heard of Benny Cunningham?
Benny Cunningham. I have not.
He's a football player. I believe he played for the Bears, I believe. Okay. He put a tweet out that said the NFL is scripted. If you want to know the full story, contact me. He said they essentially give them gag orders. He said they make them sign a contract or whatever, and they can't speak on it, but he's tired of it. The NFL is rigged.
That's what he said?
Yeah. And I was thinking about it while you were up there cheering for your favorite team.
Who they?
And I was thinking, so first of all, Mel, I know you're not far removed from the idea that games are rigged. I know you're not.
Of course.
Every true football fan knows when a game's been rigged. However, I think what people don't realize is the whole thing is sports entertainment. Mm-hmm. And if The Rock is the most electrifying man in sports entertainment, and we know that WWE is fake, why isn't football fake? Why isn't basketball fake? They're all sports entertainment. It's all the same category. It's the same as when people thought, WWF was real. Oh, that's real. No, I'm telling you, it's not real, bro. Bro, people would get into fights over this like, it's real. Look at the blood. It looks real, but it's sports entertainment. How do you feel about that?
I mean, I'm not surprised. Did he get any backlash for that? Or
His Twitter account got deleted instantly.
Did he get does he play with the Bears now?
I literally, this is something I just saw, so I haven't got a chance to really dig into it. I thought you would know him, or I thought you would know about this.
I never heard about it.
But it seems like they've done a really good job of hush, nobody heard about it.
How old is this guy?
No clue. All I know is
I don't remember his name.
Benny Cunningham.
All I know is, so in the video, so I saw the tweet and I heard about the tweet getting removed, and then somebody sent it to me. Shout out if you're watching this. Someone sent it to me on AHA. People be sending me stuff all the time. AHA Facebook. And then I went to go look on YouTube, and there's barely anything on there. But there was one channel talking about it, and in the comment section of that one video, there was a dude that was like, "Yo, I used to play Pee Wee League or whatever football little league with Benny," and he's always been 100%. You know what I'm saying? Just speaking to his character, and also, why would you make that up?
Yeah.
Oh, he's 32.
If he still plays, you're going to ruin your career's over. If you're, you know what I'm saying? So it doesn't, I believe him. Because we all have had that experience, bro, this stuff is rigged. This doesn't make sense. But not rigging games like a script, like reality TV.
It's not necessarily surprising. I mean, I guess it would be, if you're really, really into sports and you're competitive, I guess it would be kind of hard to get out of that mindset of something is fake. I mean, because I know when I found out wrestling was fake, I was just like, no!
Santa's not real.
This is real! But because I really enjoyed wrestling. But, I mean, the contact and all that stuff is real.
It's like reality TV. Don't they fight on reality TV?
So when you say he doesn't necessarily define what is rigged.
I don't think he's been interviewed. I'm not sure.
So we're just assuming what rigged is
He said
everyone
scripted.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't.
That's different from rigged.
It could be scripted, but to what point? Where does that fall off of?
It could be score and outcomes. So who's winning, who's losing, what the score is.
I won't necessarily say that I don't believe it, but I would probably need more information on it.
As you should, Mel. You should never just take something like that and Be like, oh, okay, yeah, that's probably true. I mean, look into it, but I think that there's a basis for it, and I guess I'm biased. I've always thought it was rigged. I've always thought I wouldn't say scripted. I would say rigged. I've always thought it was rigged.
I mean, the thing is, it's like there's some incredible things that happen.
They're incredible athletes.
Yeah, they're incredible athletes, and there's a lot of incredible games that happen that I'm just like, yo, how did he make that? So like,
They're incredible athletes, Mel.
Yeah, but you can't make someone make something.
Yeah,
Like you have to put in that work and that effort, and something happens in a split second. Just like and I'm literally playing this back when Ray Allen made that 3 to keep the Heat in the game. Things may be scripted in this world, but it's realistically looking at this situation, how much they were down, and him making that shot when he made it. It would be hard pressed for me to believe that is scripted.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
you're talking about Mel. Do you know how many professional athlete jobs there are in America?
Yeah, they're not out there.
I'm asking, do you know how many?
I don't know. I don't know a number of.
There's like 5,000 professional athlete positions. There's 390 million people in America, Steve. 390 people get condensed down to the most elite 5,000.
Yeah, it's like Omni.
You're not gonna tell me that he can't make that shot under pressure.
It's not that he can't make it.
But
it's not like there's a problem. There's a probability. They have stat ratios. If it's like that, no one would ever miss a shot. Like
they would if it was scripted.
I can't get behind.
It's fine. I'm just saying,
If you gonna intend to miss this or whatever. I mean, I get someone's good enough.
I'm not saying that every shot is scripted. What I'm saying is it's like reality TV, right? So, for example, I mean, do you know how the reality TV shows work behind the scenes?
In a sense,
You know they're scripted, right?
most of them.
All of them. They're all scripted. So what they'll do.
If we had a reality show,
So they wouldn't necessarily say, hey, this is your line, right? Because that's what you're basically talking about. That's not what I'm saying. What they'll do is they'll create a scenario. So if girl A has a problem with girl B, somehow tonight at the party, they're going to end up in the same place. Yeah. Even though the city's huge and they should probably be somewhere else. They're going to make sure. So they're making sure that two people that got beef are together, and then that's going to automatically cause problems, right?
I get that.
So it's not a script like an actor, but
they're leading you in that direction so they can get a particular outcome.
Right.
Yeah, but I don't think the skills and the interactions and plays, it may be all within that script, but I don't think that's written down and say he'll dribble down here and he'll pass the ball here and da-da-da.
No, I don't think that's what Chris is saying.
I mean, I know, but I'm just breaking that down, because there's a certain idea of what a script is. How far is this script? How particular are the details of the script?
Even improv has scripts. Because when you do
no, they don't.
When you do improv,
they don't have a script. They give you a setting. That's not a script. They just give you a setting so if you're I've done improv, so it's like they give you a setting and you build from there. And
right. So there's some structure.
Yeah,
right.
It's structure. It's a setting, but it's not. It's not.
You might even go to the audience and be like, "What do you guys?" Da 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 da. There's some structure though.
Yeah, just like the 4-day weekend thing.
You said a 4-day weekend.
Yeah. He
didn't go to that.
No. But I'm sure you've been in the past. It's like the improv show.
Oh, the improv. Yeah. Right. Yeah. But so all I'm saying is, regardless if it's something as simple as what they do in improv, or if it's as literal as you're gonna dribble to the left and then you're gonna cross them up, right? All I'm saying is there is a tampering that's going on with the sports entertainment.
I mean, I think that's obvious though, because LeBron is mentioned on all these outlets. Cowboys are always mentioned in all these outlets, and even when they had bad seasons, they talk about the Cowboys. So like that's always been.
Well, I would say that's like for the Cowboys. I look at that more as marketing, personally.
But regardless, like they'll have a guy. They'll have like Patrick Mahomes. Everyone's pushing him. Or Tom Brady, everyone's pushing him. So it's within that script. Everyone knows who this particular person is, so they can get some kind of shine.
Steve, what culture does Tom Brady come from?
Are you trying to see it?
I'm just curious.
I don't know. He's going through a divorce right now.
He's already divorced.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, they got that done quick.
Damn.
Wow, that white people get it done.
Hey, man. I mean, but the thing is, she's a supermodel. She makes more money than him.
What?
Mel, come on.
She makes more money than him. Like, she's a supermodel. She's on magazines.
Yeah, but
and-
still, even more money than
Look it
Tom
up.
Brady.
Look it up. You don't have to
Super
believe
Bowl,
me.
multi-Super Bowl.
You know what? You know what, Mel? Here's what I will say. On paper, that might be true. I bet you Tom Brady got his money hidden.
Quite possibly, but she's a supermodel. She's
Yeah,
been
but
making money.
I mean, supermodel. You're saying she's a top, like she's an elite supermodel.
Like she makes.
But is she still modeling? Because she's old, isn't she?
She's older, yeah.
Tom Brady he said he's not Jewish.
Tom Brady said he's not Jewish.
Yeah, he said we're not Jewish, but he did recently go to Israel.
I wonder why he would say we're not Jewish.
I mean, I'm not. There's all these articles.
Oh, okay.
But he just, but he's not. Nothing is showing that he is Jewish. But he recently went to Israel.
So
Like
here's the
February.
thing. Here's the thing. Vlad will tell you he's not Jewish as well, even though he is. He comes from the family. So, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm just trying to hold on to my record.
A record of what?
I've been knocking them down. Zuckerberg,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Stanley.
I don't know, man. He might have some.
Man, ain't no Jewish athletes out there. Oh well.
He's the
Drake.
Who is the who, as far as like football and goats? Who's the goat? Who's the goat? for
Tom Brady.
quarterbacks?
Tom Brady.
Okay.
What does that mean?
I mean, there's some questions here.
I mean, but it's not. It should be easy to find out.
Yeah, he says he's not.
He says he's not. But why are people asking?
But there's a lot of Jewish articles and stuff. They're talking. I mean, there's a lot here.
Mel, don't be so
I mean,
don't be so naive, Mel.
you don't be so naive. It's just like it's like being too woke with like, oh, everybody.
Where there's smoke, there's fire.
Of course, but sometimes you can overthink.
Sure.
Because when you're in that mindset, you think, oh, I can't trust anything.
I mean, but
I
you know what
can't
I'm saying?
trust
It's fun to learn and to dig. And this is the thing that a lot of people don't do. They just see something and they're just blah, 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 right. But what we've done is what people should do when they hear this type of stuff.
It's what I do.
It's you should start looking. And then you start looking and be like, okay, what is Kanye talking about?
No, I need you to tell me what to think.
I know.
I need you to tell me what to think. I don't have a mind of my own.
All you have to do is start just asking
Vote
questions.
blue. I don't have a mind on my own.
You start asking
I'll read from this
okay.
teleprompter. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Can't even. No, I'm just saying, like you start asking questions, and you start to figure stuff out. Like,
it's very
Ye is
easy.
right. Like, you talking about Marvel, we just got off topic. Like, let me ask Stan Lee. Stan Lee's Jewish. Like, what he's telling you, all these people, they own everything.
They own everything.
Like,
What's the chances that they own everything? Like luck or by chance?
this is what
Work harder, man.
This is what
This is America.
the Fuhrer was
Steven just
concerned
said-
about.
Steven just said the Germans identified them. They're not laborers.
They're not.
It's not about working hard.
They're
and
smart.
that's
Where
and,
did I see that? I heard that from somewhere too.
and that's one of the reasons why we're so far behind, because we've been taught work hard, and we do. We work really hard, even though the stereotype is they're lazy. We actually
true.
work
Hey,
really
Yeah,
hard.
some of them niggas lazy though.
I mean, of course,
and-
but
and-
you
yes,
can find them
of
anywhere.
I know a lot of lazy niggas, man.
Is Gary V is Jewish, right?
I don't know. If
I
Gary
would
Vee
not
is.
put it past.
Gary V, but he's a hard worker. That's
Yeah,
why.
yeah,
That's
but
what.
say
That's
Gary
what I was
works
gonna-
hard,
You know what I'm saying?
man.
I don't. Like I said, there's always exceptions to the rule, but I'm pretty sure, Steven.
I don't know who
don't know
Gary
Gary
Vee. I don't even know who
You
that
don't know
is.
who Gary V is?
Yeah, Gary Vaynerchuk.
I think if you just put in Gary V. Oh, Steve, you're not gonna do it.
He said, "I'm good. I'm good." I got it.
Am
I
I
got
getting you
it.
tired, Steve?
Yeah, man.
He like, man, I've been going
I'm
for
just trying to see what's going on, man.
I
I think that people be like, Chris, why do you, Steve used to be saying it, Chris, why you know so much random stuff? Like, because I do this. Like, I'm giving y'all insight on my, like, how I break stuff down. I do this all the time, but I've been doing it for years, so I'm also pretty efficient at it too.
He is of Ashkenazi Jewish descent. Ashkenazi.
Ka-ching. Pa, 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 pa. Put another one in my bucket.
Gary V's Russian and Jewish family.
Put another one in my
I
bucket.
just want to know how, like, if you have this genocide that has happened, where they basically tried to wipe out all of them, how are they so prominent?
Because they ain't gonna let that shit happen again.
So here's the thing. I think there's a reason why the Germans wanted to wipe them out. That's not like
that's
a
a
normal
different conversation.
Huh?
I mean, maybe
That's not a normal thing to be like, yeah, we're going to like wipe out this entire.
He's like
population.
they're like Frieza. And, you know, with
you
what
stupid
they say.
monkeys.
Basically, right? There's a fear there. There's a fear. The Rockefellers. What's the other ones?
Rockefeller.
What's those other families? Steve, come on, man.
Come on,
You got a
man.
fasting brain?
Rockefellers and I don't know the rest.
Mel, come on, Mel.
I don't know, man. You trying to get us taken out? I'm just trying.
I'm just saying. Okay, so
Nigga
what?
gonna be going grocery shopping. Like, oh,
Oh, the Rothschilds.
Oh, yeah.
The Rothschilds.
Yeah.
Like, bro, like what they did was insane. Like what their families did was insane. Like they
All right, we'll get into it next time. We'll get into it next time.
Yeah,
But
we just call
you know
this
what?
conspiracy
I'm glad that we
101.
had these conversations today because, like, I've been wanting to have.
This isn't really even conspiracy though.
It's not conspiracy.
I mean, that's what people would consider it,
Like the thing is like they always say something is conspiracy,
even though it's all
but if
true.
it's actually
You can just
true,
look at it. It's easy to look at.
everything we just looked up is all just.
yeah. But also, what we looked up could be manipulated and hiding the truth, right?
Yes, Mel. If you really want to go deep down the rabbit hole, you could say that the information we looked up is
because
manipulated.
I mean, it is right,
I mean, I mean,
especially if it's on Google. All the information is going to.
Who owns Google? I mean, look. At the end of the day,
Hey.
at the end of the day, the names are on the check or writing the checks. The names are on the checks.
Mm-hmm.
There's people that are controlling these companies. They're not all just fake.
Mm-hmm.
Someone's controlling these companies, and when you look into it, you see who it is, and it is what it is.
Yeah, and if it is what it is, then it is what it is.
Was Disney Jewish? I mean, I'm just asking. I don't know.
Man, you gonna get this flag? Or
I feel like Eddie Bravo right now. It's all good. I got a phone too. You don't want to look. Walt
Disney is that's not a Jewish name, is it?
Who knows?
Who knows? I don't know. We're not really that educated on that, to be honest.
I bet he was.
Do you know how to search properly? He's searching like separations.
Mel, leave me alone.
I know because I know how your mind's working. And they was like, nah, he American.
Steve, you've been in here doing all this, so
He American.
I just
know what I mean?
no truth in the claim that Walt Disney was anti-Semite. Well,
Yeah, I mean, so
he couldn't have been Jewish if he was anti-Semitic.
Yeah. Or unless he wanted to run away from his heritage.
so anyone out there who's saying we only talk about women, you're welcome.
Who? Somebody did recently say that name. Oh, Siobhan did.
Well, Siobhan said that,
Which
but
is
also,
not true. Our last two episodes, actually.
well, we kind of did talk about women.
Last episode?
We talk about women every week.
I mean, yeah, but we
mean-
talked about them a little bit this last week, but
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna talk about women regardless. I
mean,
care.
it is what it
talk
is,
about,
man.
Talk about who we want to talk about.
who we want to talk about.
Talk about
Talk
you.
about what we wanna talk
Say
about.
something. Say something right now. Talk about you. We're gonna make a whole episode about you right now. Say something. I'm just
You don't
playing.
get an episode made about
I'm just playing.
I can't find anything, Steve.
Or
you
am
can do
I?
it.
You're not good at this.
All
Okay,
right.
we'll
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we'll find out next episode.
On the next exciting episode.
On the next episode. Hold on, we gotta do the build up. You know how to do a Dragon Ball Z. You gotta give me the. You know what I mean?
I don't have it. You're the piano player. I heard you the other day.
And then I'm learning it, man. I'm actually about to learn this new song. I think it's like something Elise.
right.
Okay, all right. We'll see you all next time. Subscribe, like, and
Comment,
share.
tell your friends.
Tell your friends. Share with your friends and your friends' friends. You know what I
Share
mean?
it to Kanye and Kyrie. You know what I'm
Yeah, if y'all got anything y'all want to hear us talk about, let's leave it in the comment section, and we'll get to it when we get to it, all right? I am Animated Male, Chris, James, Stephen, Michael, and we will see you beautiful people next time.
Bro, ain't nobody waiting to the end to hear you say all that.
They probably is.